Biggie. 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 Biggie.
So the Darth Lopez sticky situation, right, has continued. So I wake up this morning. He says I'll be here, I think, in a couple minutes. And I see Darth's thing right here, right? Excuse me. So I talked to him. See me in traffic. If y'all don't know what that is by now, like, it's not that fucking big a deal. So Journos was on my channel, and we talked about this before. What recordings does Angry White Male have? Right? And if you go to his Instagram, and I kept putting it off. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to listen to this guy. I don't want to even give him a click on Instagram. I don't want to know. Bye. And I think someone kept asking me, like, Big, you should listen to it. You should see what you think. I'm like, well, is it anything bad about Darth? Like, I'm sure Journos didn't say anything bad about Darth. Or like, no, I don't think so, but you should still listen to it. I'm just like, all right, fuck. I'll go listen to it, right? Because they wanted to know what I thought about it. And I go listen to it, and it's not that big a deal. What up, everybody? I gave you a link on Instagram, Darth. Hold on, I'll give you another one. "21, would you do something for me?" There you go. You don't know about... So here's my thing, though. I heard the thing with Journo. So fucking what? Like, that guy's annoying as fuck. It's a wonder ain't nobody told him to suck his dick or anything besides that, right? The thing about, like, Sticky making a membership channel and putting this as a members only video, good for him. You know, like, I know he contradicts himself. He's a hypocrite, all that. But who cares if you have members on your channel? You know, like, I know people were kind of like, oh, I would never do that. Bye. And I'm just like, for me, it's like, as soon as it took me a while to do it, but just because, you know, there's the man. What up? Oh, it took me a while to do it. And I was just like, you know, I'll do it when I feel like it. Let me see how hard it is to do first. I looked how hard it was to do. It was fairly easy. I already got my shit to where I can get super chats. So I was just like, all right, I'll click on the members too. But I never went around and said, like, I would never do that. Like, I'm too good for that. It's not about money with me. Bye. People took the high road and was just out here, oh, I would never do that. I never did that shit. And what up, guys?
What's up?
Yeah, so I think I got it right so far. I just basically told him, like,
yeah.
I just told him, like, where's the audio that everybody's heard?
What?
Should we fucking play it?
Nah, I no. I say no. And here's the thing.
It's bad for it kind of makes Journo look like, you know, whatever.
Well, okay. Here, let me look, because this shit is getting old. And let me say just one thing. This is what pisses me off. Back when this motherfucker first did the roast, like, nobody couldn't see this piece of shit for who he is, dude. Like, if there's one person in this fucking community that should be fucking exiled, is that piece of shit. You know what I mean? And that's my feeling, bro. You know what I mean?
Ain't not knowing the audio that I heard that's gonna be that bad.
No, it's not that bad, bro. It's just like,
yeah, it's
fucking
nothing.
business. Like, it's that straight angry dude. You know who he is. I know who he
Sure.
is, right? I don't know who he is, but we know his antics, and that's how low and desperate fucking Daniel has gone, bro. That he attaches himself to this fucking parasite, who's probably more toxic than that piece of shit. They're
Everybody in the chat saying play it.
huh?
Listen, I would play it, but I like journos, and I don't know if journos
Correct.
play it. That's
Correct.
the only thing stopping me. I
Yes.
fucking like Journo. Journo's been through a lot of shit in the last year, and I'm not going to add on to and pile
Nah.
on with him.
Nah, but that's how desperate Daniel is, that he jumps in to that situation that had nothing to do with him. Just like the Brian LCS situation with Razor, it had nothing to do with him.
Nothing.
But
Yeah, and
but he jumps on to make the content, to bring the drama to him, because whoever's watching this, that's what that motherfucker wants.
I could tell y'all what happened. Okay, so angry white male and journos got into like an Instagram conversation, like they were giving each other messages, right? And journos went off on him. Old school 1998 went off on him, and he fucking angry white male recorded it, and that's it. That's all it is.
And put it out there.
Yeah.
And let me say another thing. Let me say another thing. More context. He egged on journals by racial innuendos. He brought up. I see. That's the thing. It's so fucking disgusting. I didn't like repeating it, and that's what I mean. Look. I understand there's drama, and some of us fight each other, and there's people in the community that I don't like and I don't fuck with and I won't watch. But I would never intentionally come out and do some of this antic shit that this motherfucker is doing. And that's the thing, you know what I mean? So he egged on journals, right? Even used the N
N-word,
A,
all that
but
stuff.
with
Yeah.
the A at the end, and here, and there is racial innuendos made by doing that. It's like Daniel saying, "I'm not invited to the barbecue," and I just don't understand why the community has let this motherfucker go unscathed for so long, bro. That I know the track record. And you could call me and I'm a crash out, and I just don't like that piece of shit. And he's done this over and over again. And we're just comic book dudes, right? We're just comic book people, bro. Like, and then we allow this parasite to be in the community, and nobody wants to say anything. Instead, a bunch of people fucking
man? How you doing?
praise them. You know what I mean?
I'm
Praise
good,
them.
thanks.
You just soaking it in? You're here for the tea?
I'm here because you're on and I'm on, so
yeah.
Now.
So I see DJ Link saying angry white male is SG. I don't know what SG means. Legion says
Sticky Goose.
I don't.
No, he's not Sticky Goose.
No, he's not Sticky Goose.
No, where did Angry White Male post this battle content? Legion, it's on his Instagram. It's called Angry White Male. Go look that up on Instagram. You'll find
literally
it.
the only post there. And some other crybaby woke shit. I don't know. I don't get into none of that, bro.
Yeah, he's apparently friends with like some of the more fucking radical people.
Yeah.
Huh?
Extreme, if you know what I mean. I didn't want to go
extreme fucking MAGA, maybe.
That's just the false pretense, excuse me, that they're using to be fucking trolls. You know, that's all it is, and that's what pisses me off about it. You know what I mean? It's like, okay,
Gene.
It's just internet shit, dude. Like it is
man
getting old already, but
yeah, no, this is my thing though. Okay. So he doesn't have a members, which I don't care. Everybody could get members. But when you go around talking shit like, I'm never going to do this, I don't want to do a members on my channel, and then you do it, and then the first fucking thing you post is someone else's dirty laundry.
Correct.
From that fucking guy?
Yeah.
Angry straight, like, what are you on, bro? Like, are you out of your fucking mind? Like,
does he not know that? Did he not see when that dude came on CJ's on Journeys? Because I know people in here know that, and I know that
I don't understand
so
why you want to
my point.
That fucking guy out of everybody. Like, that's who you want to take on as a buddy or a compadre or something. Like, what the fuck?
My thoughts exactly, and we all know it in the community. Because before I had to be on my phone, but I know there's people in that chat that know about those two incidents with K-pop and you. And this dude has attached himself to. And Sticky Goose, what Razor's talking about is the election day video. I saw it live because I studied my fucking this crash out, he took it down because certain comments that were made by angry white male, and then he egged on. So you know what I mean? That's why he took it down, because it's kind of like,
This
some
fucking guy got on a panel and was very sexualizing one of the lady people on the panels, and I hopped on panel and I'm like, dude, you're a fucking lowlife. And he went straight to saying like, fuck your grandma, piss on her, and my grandma passed like 3 years ago or some shit. And I'm just like, you know what, fuck this guy, get him out of here, and that was about the end of that with me and him. So
right.
what's
So
Derek saying? It's not about having memberships, it's about hiding content behind the member paywall. I
facts,
mean,
facts.
that's the first piece of content that he has on there. I don't know. I didn't go look at his memberships. If you want to member up, sticky, whatever. I'm just saying, like, I did go look at his Instagram today, and he's like, I have this on my Instagram. And it's obvious what it is. It's the same shit that Angry had posted on his Instagram. Like, the guy posted for everybody to see. You don't have to be a member to find this shit out. Like, it's there.
Right.
It's weird.
Yeah. It is what it is, right?
I would play it, but I don't want it on my channel to be like I'm exposing Journo for anything. I don't think it's exposing him.
Well, what he said.
I'm still in the dark, so I don't really know what you're. Unless
Well,
yeah.
it's more specific. I don't know.
Well, what he said was basically a version of what Biggie just said he said to him. It's a lot of he said, right? It's a lot of he said type shit. But scumbag shit. So, and it just triggered journals to react a certain way. That's all. I mean,
Yeah, he came
that's
at
what that is.
fucking Journo with some racist bullshit, and then Journo's is like, I'm gonna fuck you up. That's about it. Like, that's all I remember it being. It wasn't like nothing that bad, but there's a lot of cursing. And I talked to Journo's backstage, and he says he really ain't in the whole beef shit. Like, he don't like it, So I'm not going. I learned some things about Journo's that he's been through in the last fucking year. I don't want to stress the guy out any more than he's already been. So apparently, fucking Sticky don't give a fuck, and he's making a big deal out of it. That's not my fucking MO, dude.
So I'm trying to figure out what happened. This is the stuff where what's his name left that one guy who got into it with Journal left a comment on Sticky Goose's page saying something, and Sticky Goose said, "Hey, I got the
clip." And we talked about this like a month ago, right?
Yeah. And so now Sticky Goose is finally putting out the video.
Yes.
But nobody cares about it at this point.
Well, he's asking people to pay to listen to it, is what he's doing.
How many members does he have?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't even really look at his channel. I saw it. I saw the Instagram post he put up. That's all I've seen. Journo said he doesn't like beef, lots of laugh. No, seriously, I don't think he does, bro. Like, he might talk about it smallly, but I don't think I've ever seen Journo's like really go on a tyrant rampage. Like, he's pretty chill, in my opinion.
We all get triggered in our own way, and we react the way we react. I remember seeing the CJ clip with you, and Biggie. You said if you saw, you'd punch. You know what I mean? It was just as aggressive what Journal said, because he triggered you in such a manner that he knew he would hit a spot and get that.
Yeah, I'm not into fist fighting anybody, but I can't imagine just being like chill if somebody in front of me would say this shit. I understand where Journo's a little more extreme with the I would beat somebody up in person shit, but for me, like, I'd pay dickweed down the street $5 to smack somebody around a little bit for me. Like, my homies will do it for free. Like, somebody fucking with you big, I'm like, yeah, they just roll them up, So I don't really have to put my hands on anybody.
Some of us, I've heard it. This community is diverse, and some of us are grew up in certain. We all grew up differently and in different environments, and we are who we are. Some of us are more aggressive than others. It is what it is. We're just a bunch of comic book people. Like I say, none of this should be in our space, but it is. So some of us are going to react in a certain way. He wants to troll, make a troll. Then we'll see going forward, right?
I'm just gonna take it like this, Dark, though. Like when Darth posted it, I was just like, "What's going on?" And he told me what's going on. I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever. This is old news." For I don't really fucking care that much. I hope I don't want people to like play it out to where it's a big deal. Like if you want to check it out on Instagram, whatever the fuck, that's fine. But let's not put it on YouTube. Like personal messages that you send people or should not be fucking exposed like receipts. I don't think, like, especially if it ain't yours. If it's yours, fine. If it's somebody else's, that's some bitch shit. Like that's just bitch shit to me. So that's how I feel, dude. And him wanting to have members now, fine. You said you didn't like it. We're all fucking punks for having members on our channel. Look at you now. And the first little fucking thing you want to show everybody is that, like, I knew he was a fucking chump from the beginning. I told y'all.
Yeah.
And now everybody's figuring it out. It's like he's a fucking chump.
Other-
There's nothing cool about what he's ever done. Everything he's always done has been on some chump shit. So some people realized it. I know I wasn't the only one, but there are some people.
Very few. It's taken a long time, and he knows. Like he knows. Me and him have a thing. It's not really out there, but he knows, right? I told him every opportunity I get, bro, I'm gonna make you look as stupid as you really are. The Tom thing wasn't enough. Like he's double back on Tom. Tom tried to dox me. The one guy, he just likes drama. That's what I don't know why he just doesn't get off the fence and come out and just say what he really, really wants to say. Like
yeah, you're 100% right. The problem is that he's decided to double down on the drama, and I think people are just tired of the drama. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see how, if he can get back to where he was, and
that's
probably
getting back to where he was as far as non-drama. Some of us only know him because of drama.
No, not because of non-drama. Like he was cooking there for a decent amount of time, where he was bringing in quite a few people to see his live streams. He was getting quite a few views there, but I think people are just tired of it. And at the same time, when you're like egging it on at some point, and you keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. Now there's a difference. I know people are going to be like, well, don't you do that? Don't you have a drama segment? Reporting on drama and creating the drama in somebody else's, like Biggie is saying, and when it's not even about you and you're trying to like feed into that drama, which he's doing, is kind of weird. But I think we all like drama at some point, and it's just how much people are going to get tired of it.
I think what you do, Brian's a little different. It's a lot different because what you do is you talk about shit that's already on YouTube. Once you put it on fucking YouTube, it's open for the world to know. But whenever Sticky's taking voice messages from a really sketchy, known to be shitty person and putting that on his YouTube channel, that's a whole different. I've never seen you do that kind of shit. That's fucking crazy, bro. That's like. That's like, even when I see something on YouTube, I'll talk about it. Like people get mad at me sometimes, but you fucking put it on your channel. Like I'm a fan of your channel. I'm gonna talk about it. So
yep.
I don't know, man. So that is something interesting I want to talk about. So who the fuck do you think this guy is again? Darth, who was the fucking guy you said earlier? I forget.
I was told Chad Wynn, but
Chad Wynn. Has anybody heard of that fucking guy?
Well, if the YouTube, that clip was posted on YouTube, and it's a Chad Wynn. Chad Wynn channel. Chad Wynn has popped in Razor Stream and others.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's fucking. If anybody knows of that guy or sees him around, let's try to figure out if that's the fucking guy. Is what I say. I want to find out who the fuck this angry fucking white guy is. What I want to do.
Yeah, that's a toxic motherfucker.
Where the fuck's that guy from? We kind of know who Sticky is.
Said it was from California.
Oh, he's from Cali. Okay. Yeah, I think I remember that. He's a Star Wars guy. He likes to hide his face. He'll hop on a stream, but he wears a big mask.
Yeah.
What's this say? I just want to know if Brian is ready to review season 2, The Last of Us season 2 when it drops. Still got to see if Andy is down.
I would love to do that, brother. Totally.
Cool. Well, I just did this because Darth made it sound interesting. I was like, well, let's fucking do a stream.
Well,
And
I,
I have my little opinions, but I don't know. What's up,
I
Darth?
finding the community how much of a piece of shit he is, bro. So you know, I don't hold back when it comes like that dude. I think if he could be anything, I really could, bro. Honestly, you know. But unfortunately, he can't, and he's part of the comic book community. So you know, look, dude, we can all troll in our own way. We can all fight our own battles, if you will, and you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I guess that's about. I mean, I think everybody got the gist of it. People were watching it on Instagram. I know Legion and DJ was talking. I guess they figured it out. I don't think it's that big a deal what the conversation was, but like I said, like I don't think Journo wants it aired out that much. So I would guess that Journo ain't very happy with fucking Sticky right now, right? Wouldn't you think, Dark?
Probably not.
Yeah.
No, I'd say no. I mean, he's dragging them in to drama when it don't involve him, just like the Brian LCS the Razor thing didn't involve him. You know, it. I talked about that situation because I'm Hispanic, and the joke was just out of place. You know, that's all, right? But we're past that, right? You know what I mean? That doesn't linger really anymore. It is what it is, right? This is some other type of fucking weirdo, toxic shit, you know. And it's character. It's that's who Daniel really is, bro. Mexico, and
Sticky's just trying to make it the way he does, dude. Like this is his MO. He's going to keep doing
and he watches. You better believe because he watches fucking everything, and I know he does, and he knows he does. And this is how much of a lame you are, Daniel. You know what I mean? But it's okay. You know, people are going to pay to see that, and that's fine. And the hypocrisy, that's what I mean. The hypocrisy in that piece of shit. Like, how many people did he clown? He clowned Jim Mint for it. Multiple people for having that shit. And this is what he does for drama. It didn't even involve him. So.
I guess he felt like it was a good place to start to get his membership rolling. I tell you the truth, like the reason I did it was because I kind of like the YouTube paychecks. You know, like I'm not mad when I get a YouTube paycheck, so the memberships don't hurt. You know, maybe that's what his deal is. Like he wants his YouTube money to keep coming in. I'm just guessing. I mean, I'm talking from my own opinion. If people want to say I'm a prick, that's fine. But I've never bashed people for having memberships. I think it's fine. It's okay to have a membership. Someone wants to support you, then that's good. You know,
Yeah.
fuck.
I agree.
It's a free nation, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if we could get a little $100 fucking check, that's nice or whatever, you know. So whatever. But I watch YouTube more than cable. I don't even know what fucking cable is. I buy apps and YouTube. That's about it.
Yep.
But he's picking some really fucking stupid friends. Like, I'm glad I have the friends I have, and I'm glad Sticky has the friends he does. You know, like if my friend was fucking angry white male, I would probably just quit doing YouTube. I would be fucking done. If I was getting my content from that guy, I think I'd call it a game. It'd be game over for me, bro. That's fucking stupid.
My bad, man. The wife he called.
Oh no, you're good. I don't think we have much more to say about it.
Yeah. I think
I still gotta say, like, I'm still in the dark. So
I'm trying to break it down for you as easy as I could. Like,
it's probably not even worth it because it's giving him what he really wants. But I'm personally okay with that. I got some special shit to give him on my own, over and over and over again. So
yeah, let's talk about what you got
good.
going on, Darth. So Darth's going to start
almost, yeah. Hopefully by the weekend. You know what I mean? Hopefully by the weekend.
Yeah. So Darth, do you have a link to your channel?
No,
not yet.
No.
So as soon as Darth has a link to his channel, I'll post in the chat. People go subscribe to him. I'm sure Brian will do the same. Darth's going to have his content come out on his own channel, and I say that's dope, bro. Like
that's the comic book stuff. I got some comic book stuff going too. You know what I mean? It ain't just fucking. You know what I mean? I mean, I got a special place in my heart for Daniel and Stillavision, but I'll do that on my own. But I got some good shit with some comic book content that hopefully you guys will like.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And for me, I don't care that you're doing memberships, Sticky. Good for you, bro. But you are kind of a hypocrite because you was one of the biggest fucking fuck membership guys.
And you're a big fucking square, Daniel. Because
I mean, I'm glad you did it. Now, good for you. But it's just funny
yeah,
that
because
you
now we
fucked
can
it.
make fun of you. Now there's some of us that know how to make fun of you. So
Um,
go for it.
and the I mean, there's about 3 or 4 strikes here. Like, there's red flags everywhere. Like, you're fucking with Journo for no reason. You're fucking with
Trash,
that low life. Like,
trash dummy, bro.
it's
He's
fucking
crying about
insane.
Tommy Tom doxing him. Come on, bro. Tom,
Yeah,
dude,
I'll tell you,
stop, bro.
I saw the message that Comic Tom sent Sticky. Guess what, Sticky, bro? That's what we do in the community.
Yeah,
Whenever we have like little arguments or spits or spats, sometimes to make up, we send each other books. I actually did the same thing that Comic Tom did. Whenever I called him the P word, I said, "Hey, bro, let's squash this. Let me send you an A-OK." He read it, never said nothing back. You see what Tom did? Tom was like, "Let me send you some crash down." He read it, never messaged back. Sometimes we do that shit. Sometimes we're like, "Hey, man, let's be friends. Let's send each other books." You
yeah.
know?
Well, fuck that, dude. Yeah, there's some people in this community that nah, bro. It's fuck you for life, and that's
It
just
makes me feel like you're trying to be the bigger person. I didn't want to send him books. I wanted to do it just to make myself feel like I'm trying to be the bigger man. I bet that's what Tom was doing too. You know what I mean?
right. He just used it to one up him to try to to fight the good old fight that he lost. There ain't no coming back from that, bro.
It looks like Perry has a link to your channel. Are you sure you don't have a channel yet, Darth?
Fuck, I don't even know.
You have a fucking channel because you got a name.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, you gotta go. Everybody go sub to the channel. I'm gonna go sub to it right now.
Yeah, secret shit, like sis shit. So
Well, it's not
I didn't even know. Oh yeah, it's not secret. It's not secret. My bad.
There's 7 subscribers so far.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I'm number 11.
I'm a little stoned. My bad.
All right, man.
But
So,
good shit, bro. Good shit. I like journals, bro. And look, man, let me just make it clear. I don't know, bro. You can see it how you want to see it. I love this community, and there's some people I'll just stand up for, and I don't give a fuck how it looks. It is what it is. That's the way it always be. So, fuck Daniel. And but I love comic books, so we all do.
it's hard to fucking have the guys back. I'm one of those guys that like to forgive people and try to forget things and give them a fucking another rebirth kind of deal. Like,
Nah.
I don't know if he just keeps fucking being reckless as fuck. Like, just chill out a little bit, Slippery.
Let's be honest though, like he is kind of and he's kind of a weirdo when it comes to the sense that he at first wanted to be part of the cool kids clubs and wanted to be part of the community. Well, at first he didn't want to, and then he wanted to, but then he doesn't like whenever there's a chance for him to become part of that community, whether it's through like talking to somebody behind the scenes and trying to coming on panels like this and that type of stuff. He doesn't do it. So it's kind of weird in the sense of that he flip-flops from what he wants to be. And now he wants to go full troll, but it's not even the smart trolling stuff that we all thought he was doing, which makes it even worse. So I think that's part of the problem. Like he doesn't want to talk to people behind the scenes. He doesn't want to whether it's you call it hashing shit out or just seeing where other people lie, he instantly takes offense to things. And that's the sign of somebody who, one, doesn't understand social cues or how to be part of a team. You know what I mean? How to be part of, like, the way I put it is there's people in life that like you grow up or you get put in situations like you're on a sports team, you're in a band, you're part of a group that, constantly gets together to try and do something. And you have those social cues. It feels like he doesn't get those. It feels like he's he's like really on the outside.
You
And
don't
and I
want to. Yeah.
He doesn't look. Here's when Brian Biggie, I've always held the same opinion of him. Ever since we started talking about him, we were forced to talk about this piece of shit, right? It's always been the same. He does not like us. And I don't understand why he just won't get off the fence and just come out and fucking say it, right? Just be honest, dude. You don't like us, fine. Well, some of us don't fucking like you. I don't know if when I was off, yeah, I'd be happy if the dude went away and never came back. I'd be one to be happy. I would fucking celebrate it. Because take him out of the comic book community, I think you take out battle content, bro. I think it's less drama, right? There's ripples effect of the roast. And maybe it's just me. I get into my own, maybe I'm weird, but I'm not antisocial. I can talk to people, know how to get along with people. That roast is still ripple effects of it. You know what I mean? The drama's minimal. Acetate gate, okay. Nobody care about acetate gate, right? So you take him out of the comic book community, I think we're all happy. That's just the way I see it. And
Yeah.
so he does not like us. He does not want to be part of us. And so there can others be out there and accept them and, satire and stuff. I'm not one of those, right? But I'm a big supporter of this community. A lot of you know that, right? In my own weird way, I support you all. And but this motherfucker, he doesn't like us, man. And the moment we all realize it, maybe if we ignore him and don't even mention his name, he'll go away. You know what I mean? He'll be left in his fucking bubble by himself. It's like social cues. Maybe the motherfucker never had friends, right? And so he found comic book. He came with, and he became a fucking mega troll on the internet, bro. It is what it is. Half of his antics he wouldn't do. Think about it. He's a fucking dentist, right? He has said it, and he just trolls on the internet, comic book community.
Thank you, DJ Leaks. I mean, yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
all good, bro. I just, I mean, I've never finally been able to cook this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because I've always
you've cooked them a million times.
A million times, but I've always held back because I'm on somebody else's channel, and I know what that fucking brings. Well, I know what he brings, and I'll say it. I like journals, right? Because I understand them. Because I grew up in an environment that he did, and we're just fucking different. And the thing that bonds us all watching is comic books. But don't make mistake. We were, and I say this with love and respect. A lot of us weren't always. We're not nerds. We never were. See what I'm saying? And even if we were, we weren't. So there's some of us that were a bit tougher. And I don't like bullies. I've never had, and I don't fuck this piece of shit, right? And so I'll say it right now because I gotta go. I gotta go get my kids.
Yeah, you're cool.
You guys have always known how I've always felt about him, and that'll never change.
Yeah,
I
man.
just be on record to say I am one that says fuck Daniel for life. As long as he's in the comic book community, I say fuck him, and I watch his shit because I'm gonna use it against him later on, me and him. And he won't engage because he's gonna use this excuse. The same thing what he did to journals by making that shit go pay to see it. He's gonna say, I'm a 10+ champ. I don't have to respond to the likes of you, Darth. That ain't gonna work with me because I could give a fuck about views or subscribers. Because
y'all could have told me that my audio is shitty. I have my Microsoft audio in the whole time. I must sound like shit. Hold on.
All right, guys. Well, I gotta go get my babies.
There we go. Hey, Darth, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate you helping me explain it, dude. You be safe, bro.
Yeah. All
right, big dog. So to follow off of what Darth said, here's my thing. Comic book collectors kind of get picked on. We've always been not the norm. It's just now recently to where we've been able to look at ourselves, be kind of like, oh, nerds are cool or whatever. Like I get like what Lopez is saying, but with the bullying thing, like usually people that are the ones that defend against bullies might have been bullied themselves. Like I'll admit it. Like I had a bully whenever I was like in, I think it was my freshman or 8th grade year. There was a senior that fucked with me, right? And I had to use my brain to figure out how to get over that, right? Stop being picked on. So after that, if I ever seen anybody get picked on, I wanted to defend and help whoever was getting picked on. So whenever I see that kind of shit, I get defensive, and like if I see my friends get picked on, it triggers me. So I feel bad for Sticky. Like I hope that, I mean, I don't feel real bad for him. I mean, he's got attention, he's popular, blah blah blah. But at the same time, like Brian was saying, like I don't think he knows how to keep friends. He may not want friends. He has his wife. You know, he's probably happy with that. I think he has a kid. He's got his own family, so he has his attention he needs. But to have like friends who, you know, friends or whatever, but it's weird because I felt bad for the people that fuck with him. For example, like when I seen what he did to MJ Comics, MJ has done nothing but be nice to that guy. And he just is like, MJ, I don't trust you. You used my content against me. It's like bullshit. He never did that. Like and then MJ is like, oh yeah, I did that. I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. Like MJ, you never did nothing wrong in the first place. Like we all know that. The thing with Jim Mint went out of his way to like back this motherfucker. And then all it took was him saying a comment during the live stream in the chat for him to be like, oh, fuck Jim Mint. So it don't take much for him to turn on people. And that just obvious that, you know, he don't want us to be his friends, to me, because people that have been extra out of their way nice to this guy, he's turned on. Like even
I don't think he gets social cues, bro. I don't think he gets, he understands. I mean, it's hard to get social cues in our world right now because everything is like through text, whether it's through a DM, through a text message on your phone, through live messaging on the side of the screen. Like most of the stuff, or through an email, whatever it is, a comment on a social media post, it's through a text. And then you add that I don't think he gets social cues. Like I think that he has a problem with it. So some of them he doesn't understand. But at the same time, so like that just creates this whole thing where there's certain people in this world that always think that you're talking shit about them. They always think that you're talking shit about them. They always think that you're out to get them, or and it's like, dude, it's so counterproductive. And most of the time, the people who you think are your enemies are people who are actually defending you, which is also weird, as in the case of MJ.
Yeah, I would totally. There's nobody I haven't forgave yet. Like I could see it get to a point to where he could fucking come out of this and maybe turn around, and I would be like, you know what, Sticky's an okay guy, just because the fact of I don't think that he's done anything more. I mean, he don't have much morals or integrity, but he hasn't killed anybody or robbed anybody as far as I know. So, you know, I could forgive people. I forgave people that have done heinous things in their lives, you know, like I can get over shit. And I think a lot of us could, but you know, it's just the whole rubbing it in your face. I can't stand people shit that gets on people's nerves. I could see why Darth don't like it. I think Darth is definitely one of those guys that when he sees people get fucked with, he's just like, I can't stand it, you know? And
well, the reason why I can tell that Darth is a good dude is that in all the situations that, even like situations where I've had issues with Darth, or I've thought I've had issues with Darth, it's been because he's like sticking up for somebody. You know what I mean? So there's a difference between taking part in drama and just to take part in drama, and then taking part in drama, sticking up for yourself or for another individual. You know what I mean? He's not sticking up for angry white male guy here, right? I mean, well, here's the other thing though. I haven't seen the content. Is he sticking up for him in the content?
Are you talking about the you haven't heard the recording yet?
No.
No.
I've heard the recording from,
okay.
But is Sticky Goose, the video that Sticky Goose put out, is he sticking up for
I haven't heard it. I haven't seen his version of it, but I would guess just him posting it is like admitting that he fucks with that guy, in my opinion. Right? I mean, he'd have to fuck with him to a certain extent to use. I mean, he started off with, "I have something for you need to listen to," and Sticky's like, "Okay," and now he's putting it on his channel, so he patronizes with this fucking guy. So I'd say that's support I would guess, right?
I don't know. It depends. I think that like if he's just if he somebody just sent him it and he's just reporting on it, being like, look at this, compared to him being like, you know, Journo's a jerk for this, and this is why straight angry white male is in the right, and da da da. Da. That's kind of like sticking up for somebody. Whereas, you know, I don't think that him just reporting on it necessarily is him sticking up for the guy. It's just him
Yeah,
reporting.
I guess that I could be jumping the gun, but I mean, having any communication with that motherfucker in my mind is not a good road to go down. But you know, I would think that most of us, if we got a message from him saying, "Oh, we got this," and it's on this YouTuber, we'd be like, "So," but you know, he's the type of guy to be like, "Oh, this is some juicy topic. Let's fucking let's play it." You know, like I just don't I don't
I
get it.
don't know the exact thing between Journo. I haven't had a chance to talk to
I don't
Journo yet.
either. I have no
Yeah.
idea.
But I do know that he did kind of poke the bear and, you know, using terms with Journo that Journo doesn't, that he said he's not cool with in the past, and that's kind of poking the bear. Journo kind of put himself out there by leaving that message the way he did, but I understand why he did it. He was mad. So
Yeah, there's a prior history before all this shit, and I think that it's probably one of those deals where he's had a little bit of history, and he's like, "Oh, this don't put him in a flattering light. Let me play it." I'm guessing that probably makes sense. Yes, it ain't just like spur of the moment out of nowhere, because there's, you know, he put him on the roast and he took him off the roast, and Journo's like, "Hey man, why'd you take me off the roast?" You know, and now we're here at this point, I guess, is what's going on.
yeah, it's weird. It is a weird, and it's drama. And I think people are going to realize that this community drama is not something that people want to deal with. But the problem is again, there's a catch-22 when it comes to drama, community drama. When it involves you, it's a whole different story.
Yep. I'm kind of glad that he's kind of left me out of his horse shit fucking display of bullshit he's been doing. I think last thing he said about me was I went off the deep end and I called him a name, and there's no coming back from that. Good. Leave me the fuck alone, because I'll do it again, motherfucker. Like, just you gonna push me to the fucking point to where I say something you don't want to fucking talk about, then I guess fuck it, because I don't like having him fucking splashing my shit all over his channel, and people, oh yeah, Biggie stinks. Biggie's setup looks like shit. Biggie, he shouldn't. How does he have a girlfriend? It's just like, fuck off with all that, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Weird.
fucked up.
Like I said, it's but you know, again, all's fair in love and war, they say, man. And you know, when you guys were battling each other, that shit's gonna go down. Hey, I would love to see some actual Biggie bars where he's sitting down and he's actually spending some time and going at an opponent, man. Let's see those, you know. Maybe that'll end up happening. Who knows? You never know.
Yeah, you never know. I'm good with it. Only reason I did the stream today is because Darth seemed pretty excited, and I'm like, hey, let's get this on my channel, because I love having Darth talking
need
shit.
But are we talking about a comic Thunderdome? I'm just making sure that's what we're talking about, Brian. Okay.
Yeah. I do want to ask real quick about your 100 covered list. I saw you were doing the 100 best
Greatest
covers
ever. Yeah.
Yeah. How's that going so far?
It is a fucking project. I got Comic Collector Geek, I got Steppo, Man Caves, Doc. They're all Golden Age experts. Me, Whodat, D Runk, Bleeker. We have looked at top 100 cover lists, and I don't think that they're that great. The ones that I've seen, I'm gonna have to get out of here in a minute because I got to help with the groceries. But we're gonna be doing another stream in about a week, and we're gonna start taking books off the list. We just want to make one that we feel like is a better representation of what we think is top 100. So hopefully people enjoy it, and I hope other YouTubers might go through the list and tell us what we like, what they like, and what they don't. You know?
Yeah. That is a project. That's a project.
Yeah. So what you got going on, Brian? I gotta get out of here, but what's your next show?
I don't know. As of right now, I'm doing a Whatnot show tonight, I think. And then we'll see what happens. Friday night will be House of Stein. And then Saturday night, as a matter of fact, Saturday night, I'm putting out a call to all the content creators out there. I want to get as many content creators to, jump on the show throughout the night and talk about like their favorite moments of the year, their favorite stories of the year, their favorite covers of the year, all that stuff. And kind of have like an end of the year wrap up, because I'm doing the end of the year cover of the year stuff. So
yeah, so Brian's doing his top cover of 2024. So definitely go check that out. My kid's throwing a tantrum. I gotta go. Thank you, Madam Blaster. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Darth Lopez. Appreciate y'all in the chat. Hope you enjoyed the content. Sticky dude, I'm rooting for you, bro. I root for everybody, and I think we would all forgive you if you just stop dicking with people all the time. So catch y'all later, man.
Biggie. Biggie.